The crypto market takes another hit as thousands of Solana wallets were breached. Solana holders noticed that their money was disappearing on Tuesday, and by the evening it was evident that hackers were siphoning millions from online wallets. The reason for the attack and the degree of the damage are still being investigated. However, on Wednesday afternoon, the Solana Status Twitter account disclosed that the vulnerability appears to be connected to Slope wallets, a particular kind of wallet platform created for Solana. Who was affected, and how can you protect yourself from such an attack? Security companies believe that the culprit got off with at least $5.2 million worth of assets, including over 300 Solana-based tokens, a limited number of non-fungible tokens or NFTs, and Sol, the native cryptocurrency of Solana. According to Austin Federa, Director of Communications at the Solana Foundation, software engineers are continuing to examine the underlying cause of the event that resulted in around 8,000 wallets being emptied. Austin, however, said that the hack doesn't seem to be a flaw in the Solana core code, but rather in the software that runs several well-liked wallets on the network. Let's start with who was compromised. The hack specifically targeted almost 8,000 wallets. The majority were Solana hot wallets, or those that were online, like Trust Wallet, Phantom, and Slope. It appears the attacker was able to authorize transactions on behalf of the victims, enabling the attacker to move cash without the owner's knowledge. How this happened is still unknown. The co-founder of Solana, Anatoly Yakovenko, believes that the vulnerability is a product of a supply chain attack, a sort of hack in which an attacker targets a third-party provider to get access to a victim's account. The security company responsible for the investigations, Elliptic, wrote in a blog post on Wednesday morning that while the fundamental cause was still unclear, it appeared to be linked to a bug in some wallet software rather than the Solana blockchain itself. Phantom posted a tweet on Wednesday afternoon stating that it believes the exploits are the result of complications relating to importing accounts to and from Slope, and that it is still actively working to identify whether there may have been other vulnerabilities that contributed to this incident. Slope acknowledged that a cohort of Slope wallets were compromised in the incident in a statement, but hasn't disclosed the reason. Although there are several theories on the nature of the breach, nothing is conclusive yet. How soon will we learn more? Federal told Fortune that updates would be provided on Solana status on Twitter as soon as they are available. Elliptic will also be updating its blog with new information while the company conducts its investigation. What should cryptocurrency owners do to safeguard themselves in the meantime? This hack is one of the crypto industry's strangest attacks. It is regarded as one of the most puzzling attacks in the crypto industry to date since a hacker utilized private keys to steal customer crypto. What can you do, then, to prevent such incidents from having an impact on you in the future? Although no plan is infallible, here are some suggestions. Software Bitcoin wallets can have appallingly lax security. You'd be surprised if you assumed that a business that specializes in crypto wallets always send information using encryptions. Sending users seed phrases across the internet unencrypted seems to be one of the biggest crimes Slope could have done. This is a lesson we should take away. Even when a business claims that security is a top concern, even when it operates in an environment where security is crucial, and even when they pinky swear that your money is secure, you must still exercise caution. When there's a weak link, no amount of cryptography can assist. Messages advising you to keep your seed phrase and private key secure and keep them private will normally appear when you set up a crypto wallet. You could also notice warnings that this transaction uses complex encryption and that you won't be able to recover your money if you misplace your private key and seed phrase. Even if it could be true in some circumstances, the most sophisticated cryptographic protections won't help much if the wallet treats your seed phrase improperly. If at all possible, use a cold wallet. A cold or hardware cryptocurrency wallet is a gadget that enables you to store, send, and receive digital money. It is frequently comparable to a USB stick. Despite being a little trickier to operate, it often provides better protection than a software wallet. Both Solana and Slope urged users to move their money to a hardware wallet when the Slope hack began to affect user wallets. In theory, that's sound advice. But the majority of users don't have access to hardware wallets, and obtaining one online and getting it in the mail usually takes a few days. Therefore, One thing you can do is purchase a hardware wallet before a tragedy strikes, especially if you handle significant amounts of cryptocurrency. The most common wallets are provided by businesses like Trezor and Ledger. But keep in mind that even hardware wallets may have security flaws, and the manufacturers may have poor security procedures. For instance, Ledger experienced a terrible data leak in which hackers obtained users' identities, residential addresses, and other information. Trezor, which has a solid reputation for security, does not, however, as of this video, support Solana. A centralized exchange can occasionally save you. Ever heard of the popular phrase, "not your keys, not your coins"? It implies that you have little control over what happens to your coins if you store them with a third party, such as a centralized cryptocurrency exchange. However, in the instance of yesterday's slope attack, the best thing you could do to secure your coins was to move them to an exchange like FTX or Binance, as it was unlikely that these exchanges were also impacted by the same vulnerability, assuming you didn't have access to a hardware wallet. It was a reasonable choice for an immediate safety precaution once the dust settled. You could always shift your cryptos to another wallet. That's all from this video. What do you think of the Solana hack? See you in the next video.